Welcome to Play Mass. I am Kimberly Singh, and today we're going to take a journey to the Southland to figure out all about South Mass, its history. We're going to chat with a section leader. She's going to show us some of her pieces, and we're going to learn a whole lot about her. So I'm going to introduce her now. Her name is Stacey.
Hi. Hello.
It's so good to have you here. So good to see you. I absolutely love what I've been seeing here at your Mass camp. It's beautiful. Your pieces are gorgeous. But I wanted to figure out a little bit about the history of South Mass, because South Mass, from what I can tell, is very, very different from what we see in Port of Spain. So what's the difference, really? Tell us what is the difference between South and North Mass? Because you've done both, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. First of all, is South. There is a difference if you think about tradition.
Right.
Because you see the sailors and you see the Native American Mass and you see Mukajumbis and you see, I mean, it's all over. We have a split, but San Fernando Mass is home. To me, this is just it. It's home. I have played in Port of Spain, amazing experience. The crowd is and everything. Trinidad people, we are people, no matter.
We're a vibe, no matter where we are, right?
No matter where we are a vibe. And what brought me back to South, because this was just playing, I was a bystander watching Mass for a couple of years in San Fernando, actually, on Superior Street, that we have a spot there that we hang out. And this kind of triggered me in terms of getting back into it. And when I say getting back to it, my mom and her family used to do this, put out a section.
Okay.
They did that with Lajagasa. They did that with Zainul Muhammad. And it was sort of something that was embedded with me, because you have the same thing that you see going on here. I have not changed anything. The same exact thing that I'm replicating. We go to the band leader. A band leader, now I'm just a section leader.
Okay.
We select our costumes. They do a sketch for us. They tell us this is the colors that they want us to use,
Right.
that sort of thing. And I stepped back into it after a restful time. And I would say that was time of healing, because I lost my mom.
Right.
And I would say getting back into it really triggered me. I have no idea why I stopped, because she was the head. She's no longer there. We have my uncles, and they had ceased as well. But then last year, I was triggered when my aunt took a section.
Ooh.
And she said to me, yes, she said to
It got
me,
you going.
That's right. She said, I took a section, and would you guys like to? And I was like, really? And she said, you're going to have the liberty of building your costume yourself.
Oh.
Kimberly, I started with just cutting one piece of material, and I could have felt mommy just flowing.
Yeah.
Her ideas, everything she was about, and memories just come crashing by, me sitting on the table helping her cut stuff, my aunt sitting around, and we're gemming and we're putting stuff out
Right.
and building that costume. It just immediately came back, and it hit me. Why did you stop?
Yeah.
This year, I took my own section.
Oh, so you stepped out of your comfort zone.
That's
So
right.
This is your first time
With
doing
my own
your own
section.
section. But
It
as a
is.
child growing up, I would imagine you would have been right there with your mom and your aunts, etc. And you would have been gluing stuff on,
Yes.
and stitching stuff,
Yes.
and putting stuff together. So that creativity really stemmed from your childhood, and
That's
now
it.
you're seeing
That's
it
it.
being realized.
Yes.
Taking over your own section.
It is, most definitely is.
I absolutely love the fact that the tradition of the carnival is still very embedded in what you're doing.
It is.
The idea of a community, which is something that I think has been lost with the modernization of the carnival. We've lost that whole idea of like you explained to me, you all still do the little cooks and stuff. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, so on a Wednesday and Friday, my people, and I have to say my friends, this is the creations and stuff. I'm in charge of that. I'm
Right.
in charge of putting things together. I'm in charge of what I want.
Quality
I'm in charge
control,
that's
all of
right,
that.
That's it. However, all of the intricate work that you're seeing going around about, I can't do it myself.
Yeah.
I do it, yes, but when I have my crew with me, and these are just friends coming to help, and we're hanging out. My mother used to be turning her pot while she cutting costumes. My aunts and them checking on it. They have enough fish broth, pilau, sandwiches. The works going on. You're only smelling curry, patching in that pot. It was a thing like that. Yes, we have our little entertainment in terms of drinking, but the work never stops. It just makes it flow. We have the music in the background that gives you that channel.
Vibe.
Yes.
You need the vibe
exactly.
to go with
so
it. The energy.
it's not a mode where we set where we're all quiet and we just focus on work. We're having fun, being creative, and that is like the most relaxed time that you could have. So anytime I feel overwhelmed, I just need to call up my crew, and that's
I love it.
Yes.
I absolutely love it. But Stacey, we're gonna go to a quick break. When we come back, we'll be chatting a bit more about your specific section and just the entire inspiration behind it. We'll be right back with Play Mass.
Look, we there, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Welcome back to Play Mass. And of course, I'm joined with the lovely Stacey. We were chatting a little bit earlier about the history, about South Carnival, the difference with North and South. And I want to delve into your specific section. So tell me a bit about the inspiration behind it, the colors you chose, the design of it. Tell me what inspired all of that.
So Native American mass is what I was introduced to since I was 3 years old.
Okay.
That is what the sections were built on. It was always that. That's what we were exposed to. No, I do not want to break from it. Okay. It's just amazing. It's really amazing, but I have placed a twist on it. Now with Southern Mass Associate, our band leader, Mr. Michael Ramkisoon, he gave me the liberty to choose my colors.
Okay.
To do my design.
I love it.
And he saw nothing until he came to my section launch. And
wow.
It's
talk about trust.
Yes. Talk about trust. And I knew maybe or maybe not, I would have had some adjustments to do. But his, that sense of vision in his face, I just looked at him and all I could see was proud, and I felt good.
Yeah.
So Native American mass is, when we hear that, well, the clients as well, you think, and the younger people, you think ones that are fabric, is that
oh gosh, and it sounds so hot,
yeah.
all the play and all of that.
However, I have done such a miraculous twist of modern and still have that traditional part of it. So I want, when you put my costume on, you feel so like just overwhelmed with the beads and the gemming, and I give you that little bit of skin. Now, I do have clients who like the modesty of the costume. I am building everything to suit your bodies, where you want covered, where you want exposed. I am adjusting to you in a slightly modest way, but you want to feel beautiful. We have women here who love their bodies, who are comfortable with it to be enough to be out on the road.
Yes.
Right? And this is what I'm trying to push. I want to bring that younger generation in. And this is what I was explaining to my band leader. I told him, I said, let's get that Native American.
Because I think for the continuance of this type of traditional mass, we need the young people involved. Because we have to pass it on to them, right?
Yep. So if you look around the studio, you will see the headpieces haven't changed. We are doing bonnets. I
love your headpieces, by
yes. I have went into depth to extend a wing, because I find like the frontliners would feel so much different, so much better for Amerindian Native American mass. It's so glorious. And the reason why I'm sticking to the feathers, and that's tradition, that's been handed down ever since. This is what you build on, the shredding, the aprons, the headpieces, the bonnets. I'm sticking to that because feathers are what? Freedom, power, you feel majestic.
Like you have wings and you can fly.
That's right. And it's honor and trust. Those are the meaning of what feathers are for. And when a woman put on my backpack, that's what we call it, right? Your backpack. She just haven't, girls who come into try on costumes, just putting on the wings and they're ready. They say, we're feeling it, it's all in my knees. I say, yes. So you liberate them. You give them a choice. What would you like, frontline or backline?
Right.
There are a lot of things that we can cover in terms of, it's nothing we can cover, because there's so much we can do in terms of the symbols of Native American, the designs of it, switching up the top pieces. The bonnets usually stay the same. It's the actual defined artwork.
And I think with the bonnets, you can tell that is a distinction, and a very distinctive part, rather, of the costume itself. And it tells you, okay, this is a Native American costume. Yes, it stands out, and your pieces are very, very lovely. Tell me, before we go to break, about the colors, because I find your blend of colors are very, very beautiful. It's very vibrant. It speaks of celebration to me.
It does. The colors that I chose this year were based on hummingbird. Okay. I wanted it to flow. Now, that did not tie back in to Oklahoma Pride. That's the name of our band, right? Oklahoma Pride. And we have orange. We have 6 different sections.
Okay.
Orange, we have green, we have blues, and I wanted to be the awakening of Oklahoma Pride. So I decided to go with the turquoise and the golds and now I am using gold and silver in my band.
Which is interesting.
Which is the majestic part, the life of it, that glow. And I said to them, San Fernando, when you wouldn't have to look for the section.
Yes.
It's going to be noticed from a distance.
Yeah.
Right? And one of the tribes that we're into now, that we're focused on, based on Oklahoma Pride, he was a protector of family and children. And that's why I tell you, we're liberating it into, it's a family-oriented band. It's family-oriented sections.
Which is another thing, as you mentioned, that family-oriented. I recently read, probably was last year Carnival, where a person said, they felt so uncomfortable taking their children to see mass because of a little bit of clothing.
Yes.
It's a bit of clothing,
yes.
right? And, usually that was a tradition a long time. People would take their kids. It would be a family thing. They would be bystanders. They would look on and they would enjoy it. Do you think with the mass that we see, like you guys are putting on in your section and with Oklahoma Pride in general, it's something that families could come out and really enjoy and not feel uncomfortable or cringe that their kids are around?
Yes, I know. People will take that into consideration differently. I have my views on it, but I can guarantee, like my section, we have the modesty. We're gonna keep the modesty, because with respect to the Native American tribes, there's a lot of things that you don't want to disrespect.
Right.
Now, whining and having a good time, it's fine. And I believe that that's why I wanted to go back out there. Standing there, last year when I played, walking through that crowd on Superior Street alone, children watching, weaving.
Yes.
Now, my husband and I, we build things separately to hand out to these children.
Okay.
Because when we were small and we on the road and we're not playing mass, we're trying to pull out people's feathers from their costume.
Yeah, and you're trying to see
just a little
whose stuff fall on the floor and you want to
a
grab
bead,
it.
a gem, something we want to get at. So he sits and we make stuff to just give out to
That is
children.
lovely.
And then you have families now. When you're intimidated in terms of your vision, looking at something, it's easy for a masquerader for a spectator to look at me and say, hey, can I have a picture? My kids would like a picture.
Yes.
Because I have this appeal. I have this, apart from looking great, we out there and they feel comfortable. So do you want to possess that rather than a woman looking at another woman and going, I don't think I wanted to hug my son or,
that discomfort.
We have a lot of things to consider, but then again, we can't stop that freeness because this is what Carnival is about.
Most certainly, I agree with that.
I say we work 365 days a year.
And we have the 2 days to free up.
So I work 363.
Right.
And I have 2 days to not think about anything else beside what I'm doing on the road.
I absolutely love it. But we'll stick a pin on things there, guys. We'll be right back with more of Play Mass. But when we come back, she's actually going to show us how to make a headpiece. You don't want to miss it.
Look, we there, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Welcome back to Play Mass, and I know you guys are loving my headpiece already. I love it, and I know I look great in it. So, Stacey, today you're gonna actually show us how to make one of these lovely headpieces.
Yes.
It looks pretty intricate, but I know you know how to make things that are intricate, simple for us to make. So, I'm gonna let you guide us through this process.
Great. So we're going to do a simple one. This is something that we'd wear if we just want to dandy up a little bit. You know, this is not something that I would put a masquerader in for the entire day, right?
You know, we have the school projects and stuff happening.
Yes.
You know,
So
kids have
this is
to
going to
make-
be so awesome for the parents.
Yes.
Simple materials. We need cardboards, colored if you like. We
Ooh, I
need
got
strips of
gold.
material if you want to cover. We have the gems and the beads and the braids. And now everything looks a lot here, like a large quantity. However, all of these things would be selling separately. You can get a yard of this. If you don't need that massive production like we do right now,
yeah.
you go ahead and you purchase it in pieces or yards, right? So I have my cardboard here, and ours is covered with the suede material. So what you're going to do is you're going to cover your suede, and you can use glue, you can use contact cement, you can use, if it's just a school project, we can do the paper glue because it'll work as well. We can use material glue. So we're going to start applying our glue on our piece. So I'm going to give you this one because I want to show them how we can change. This is already colored, which is gold. So I'm going to use this to do my headpiece, and you're going to be making the actual Oklahoma Pride headpiece that we have going on right now.
Is this enough glitter?
It is enough.
Okay, great.
So
Let me try to make sure I don't mess this up. Let's see if I pass art in preschool.
now, if we band this, it's not going to fit you, right? So you're going to have to size now. So measuring tape, mummies, measuring tape, or you can put the piece directly on the child's head and take a measurement, but you want to go at least an inch difference so that when you put them together, it doesn't get smaller.
Okay.
All right. So measurement is important for the kid's head. That's like basic for any mommy that knows that. So now all you're going to do is you're going to hot glue that end and cut your extensions off and hot glue that end.
Okay, no problem.
And this is so much fun for the kids to sit and make. And I'm seeing a lot of syllabus including headpieces. Design a headpiece. Show your creativity. So this is very simple for the kids to do with a little bit of supervision while using a hot glue, of course. Like I'm supervising right now.
Yeah.
So this is where the fun begins. Can you pass me those feathers across there?
Sure. The handy dandy box.
The handy dandy box of feathers. Feathers are my favorite thing. So we're going to align the feathers now.
Okay.
So this is your flow of your creativity now, Kimberly, right? So a feather has a back and a front. So you're going to line up whatever colors you want, whatever style of feathers you want. You're going to line up your feathers how you want it. And now we want to cover this band here. We don't want this band to be looking kind of neat. So you're going to put your hot glue and start lining up your feathers. So if you look at mine's is kind of in a V.
Yes.
So if you want to do that, you can do that. If you just want one straw of feathers and then you want to start gemming, you can do that as well.
Okay. All right.
You see, you can wear your headpiece to the side, or you can wear it to the front or the back. Oh, so cute. Feathers fly, okay?
They've got wings.
So, what are you thinking for gems? We have a lot of gems here for you to decide on, don't we?
I'm thinking to
highlight, because we have the sparkly ones as well that we have blue to match with the back of your piece.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with this one and then we'll move from there. Yeah, you must have some.
So you line up according. You see how you step back there and you just took a look at it. Amazing.
I think
That's called an artist's eye, girl.
Who knew I got it in me? Ooh, look.
Perfect.
I think I'm going somewhere with this.
So according to your task, you can do symbols and triangles stuck all around it like we did. I did some pre-cut pieces for you to do here. I have little tribal symbols, I have diamonds, I have triangles, and you can start applying your triangles how you want. Line them up.
Can I put it like around?
Of course. There she goes, bordering it now. And the trimmings are for you to spread on your edging if you like, to bring it up a little bit. So there's so much when you think about it and you look, sometimes just looking at a piece and you say, that's what I want to do, but I'm going to switch it up a little bit. There's so much different materials that you can tap into to get your headpiece going. Bigger feathers. Stability is the most important thing, but when the kid's jumping up in school and you make it comfortable for them, it's just for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
However, if you feel like the need to make it comfortable, because sometimes if a kid put this on, he doesn't want to take this on. It's so exciting having a headpiece on.
Yeah.
You can wrap the inside with a little bit of sponge to make it more comfortable on the head.
So we're gonna have some television magic happening here, right? And there we go. I have my very own headpiece that I made myself. But Stacey, thank you so very, very much for taking the time out to join with us today to show us how to make this piece. Before we go though, I want you to just share your information, your contact information that is for your band and how business can contact you to be a part of the section.
So guys, Southern Mass Associates are the band to be with. We are actually on the road with 6 different sections. This is my section, Stacey Leeling. You can contact me at 778-3271 for more information. Play mass with us. We treat you like family, and the zen is there, the vibes is there. Come with us.
Yes, so you heard it from the woman herself. Stacey Leeling, thank you very much again. This has been Play Mass, and I'm your host, Kimberly saying until next time.